Hello, everybody. Hello, Richard.
Hello again.
Yes, today's topic in this podcast season is how to get rid of bad habits. I love it, because first of all, I want to know what bad habits are. What do you think? What are bad habits, Richard?
Yeah, I think each person has to answer this or can only really answer this for themselves. Let's say it like this. If you're in the evening just eating like bars and bars of chocolate
Mm.
and your physical body is also not very happy with this,
Mm.
there are, of course, a lot of different things I could say now, but let's split it up a little bit, yeah? You could improve this, for example, if you say, okay, I'm not eating the cheapest sugar I can get, yeah, or the cheapest chocolate I can get, but I'm eating a little bit more quality chocolate. This could be one step,
Mm-hmm.
like on the most basic level. And of course, there will be an emotional root why you're eating bars and bars of chocolate in the evening. Maybe you're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, something like that. And since we are in a spiritual setting here too, and if you have something like a guru or since there is the picture of Nimkori Baba in your background, Alexandra, yeah,
Yeah.
you could also do it like this and dedicate this so-called bad behavior to Baba, to Nimkori
Mm.
Baba, and say, because what it does is it reminds you of the divine in the act of doing something bad, yeah. And this brings consciousness and awareness into it. And this is also a pathway to heal it.
Mm. Okay.
So
That
that's
was
the approach.
my, yeah, that was my question because um just from my own history, I came from bad eating habits, as you mentioned, and then I moved forward through yoga and Ayurveda into manifesting something more rhythmically, more healthy, one would say. And now I'm at a point where I notice what is really a bad habit. And I have these sequences in life where I need more coffee or sometimes more sugar in a way, or something that is sweet. And I am more and more capable. That's what I wanted to bring forward as well. Not my capability, but the sense of how we look at the things we do. And I just noticed, or in the coldness and in the darkness, that is absolutely not for me and my body and how I am. I need a different way of lighten up my life. And so
Mhm.
these habits then evolve in that season. And with the rapport I have with my body at this point, I often feel it tells me when it's ready to throw it out. So my question goes back to you, Richard, at this point, because of course a lot of people say that to themselves, like, oh, I know when I can stop, or I finish when I'm finished. Where do we distinguish, when it's a pattern that is unhealthy, let's say it, because you talked about healing and something that is not being digested, literally, I think. How do we distinguish one thing from another, that it's the conditions outside that make us need to do something that seems unhealthy in society, or from whichever perspective we see it, or whether they are just helpful because the divine is helping us through them. And then opposed to, this is happening because I haven't healed in an area.
Okay, that's a very
Long question.
complex question now, but I try to split it up a little bit. So let's take the example of overeating chocolate in the evening again, yeah?
Mm.
If you're suffering from eating chocolate, there could also be another aspect to it, which is you're blaming yourself and punishing yourself for, oh no, you're such a bad person because, or you're eating the chocolate again, and that's so bad. And then, so the first step I would recommend to people is accept it. Fully accept it. Without judgment. Okay, you're eating chocolate in the evening. Because then it doesn't help you to blame yourself for it. It does not make anything better. You're not having any compassion for yourself because there's a reason why you're eating this. You try to fill maybe a void emotionally or a lack, something like that. And then if you are okay with the situation, so you first face reality. Reality is you're eating so much chocolate in the evening. This is reality. And then to deal with reality, you can see, why are you eating this? You can also write this down and see it. And for me, if something is really worked through, it falls away naturally. So I would not basically, to most people, say force it so that it falls away. If it's worked through and if it's felt enough, it will fall away naturally, and you will do something different. And it's also maybe about creating a new habit, a positive habit. Maybe you want to chant in the evening, or you want to go to the gym in the evening. Find something else. But just in the beginning, it's important to feel it and to recognize, you're doing it, and deal from this fact of reality.
Another thing that also comes to mind when we're talking about replacing bad habits is what they call architecting your environment. Of course, if I have chocolate at home, I'm going to eat it. But if I don't go out to shop it and have it there, I mean, the probability that you won't go out to get it is probably higher than just having it there on cue so you can indulge in it. At least that's what's happening to me. You know, if I don't have a mobile phone next to my bed, I need to get up and I need to do the things that I do so I can get to my mobile phone in the living room or whatever. That would be another example that a lot of people have used, just kind of removing things out of your space that you're incapable of removing yourself. So it's like architecting your choices at that moment. You have to make a conscious decision, highlighting where you're at. And then coming back to what you said, Richard, is also probably to accept that it's the way it is. It's a big thing to experience it more clearly, what happens inside of you when you use that habit.
Yeah, accept it, but then also feel it and then take positive actions to do something. It's not just accepting, because this would too many people just say they accept their situation. No, no, no. There are some situations you should definitely not accept. You have to feel them, you have to deal with the reality, but then move on and do something. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
how I see it.
So that would be the 3 steps to remove your bad habits. Okay. Have a great day, you all. Thanks for listening in. Thank you, Richard, for being here.
Thank you.
See you.